I'm starting this painting with a piece of MDF floorboard that I found on the street. Off camera, I cut the board to the golden ratio and I glued some cheesecloth to it using 16:1 rabbit skin glue. I put on about 10 coats of gesso made from rabbit skin glue and chalk from France. I sized the gesso using a 20:1 rabbit skin glue. I have some graphite graph paper and I used that to scratch a grid onto the board. Then I numbered the axes. Here's the beautiful board with the grid on it. Next I prepared the source photo. I cropped it to the golden ratio and set the grid to have the same arrangement of squares as my board. I marked a plumb line and some landmarks, then I made an outline of the major shapes. I'm also watching the proceedings of the Dutch House of Representatives in the background. You can see here the outlines. I rather incautiously copied the lines from the computer to the board using a sanguine crayon and an automatic pencil. Here's the outline with crayon and pencil. For paint, I used titanium white in linseed oil from Michael Harding and viridian and burnt umber in linseed oil from Rembrandt. I also used ultramarine, ivory black, cadmium red, and yellow ochre, all hand ground in linseed oil. I mixed up a couple of skin tones to get ready. Then I mostly just smeared the paint on wherever I thought it looked good. For the background, I used chrome oxide green, and I also ended up using some cadmium orange and cadmium yellow. You can see a handmade tool I used to keep my filthy hand off of my wet painting. And there it is, a finished painting.